Hey guys, welcome back to the Vid-Bits. My name's Brian, and I'll be hanging out with you during some Pac-Man Megatonal Battle Chomp Champs for the Energizer Hour. And basically what we do is we run down the leaderboards of the Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, and Chomp Champ tiers of this game, and let you know where the top 20 falls in the local United States Eastern and Division, and the globally. In each of those categories we do the top 20. All the only caveat is right now we don't know when Season 1 is going to be over. It could be any moment. It could be when we press X here and we will know live. Hitting the button. And we're still able to go. It still has our placement, and it still says that we're going here. So let's just check it out and go into here. 19 hours. There we go. That's awesome. We actually have a countdown. 19 hours to go. 19 hours to go for anybody that's trying to reach the top of the leaderboard. It's impossible for anyone to beat us. So at this point, we are just doing what we normally do and giving these people one last hurrah, or actually we'll do two last hurrahs. Now that we know this 19 hours, we'll be able to log in 18 hours from now, which would put it at, let's see, if it's 7:30 here, 12 hours is 7:30 in the morning, and 7 more hours on top of that is around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So tomorrow, around 4 o'clock, is when everybody will be able to go live and start going to compete for Season 2. So we are champion, reigning defending champion for 19 more hours. That's awesome that there's that big of a countdown on there. I appreciate that, and allow people that are trying to get their different ranks in. But this will probably be definitely the next to last time we'll be able to get the ranks in before the 19-hour reset. But as you can see, we are the uncrowned champion of Season 1 as the Vid-Bits with the 4,019 and 34 and the 250,000 rating, because in 19 hours there's no way the next closest person can catch up to us. So if we even look globally, the next person is the same person who's in the Eastern United States, and it is impossible for them to do that in 19 hours. The most that they could do is, 100 games or so, which would give them, another 750 on that. I'm sorry, 7,500 on that, so they could possibly crest 180,000, but that's the most that they could hope to do. So we are your uncrowned champion for Season 1. I do love the fact that they take the leaderboard so seriously that they're counting it down in hours too. So that's awesome that, people will know the leaderboard will reset in 19 hours. So we'll get a chance to do one more of these. We'll do one more Herald of the Leaderboards, obviously as a way to, give us also the accolades one more time, because we fought so hard to get recognized as the #1 Chomp Champ through technical glitches and perseverance and strains on personal relationships, everything over the last couple months. It's been rough, but we have done it, and I applaud everybody else that have been working their way up the leaderboards, which is what Pac-Man Megatunnel Battle Chomp Champs, the Energizer Hour is all about. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and put the shield up, BRB, and you know, we're going to go and do what we do, starting with the Bronze Division. Just think, this time tomorrow night, we do this division. When we call this out, it'll be what it's actively changing as after the reset. If there isn't a downside, there might be down. It might be down for maintenance. We'll see. Let's see what happens though. But we're gonna plan on going live around the same time tomorrow night, and either launch into season 2 or actively the session will be. It'll start with the show, and then we will just go. You know, go Johnny go. But we're gonna, you know, see what we can do with our season 2. Rinky dinky doo. I love you. Number 20, Splatoon Savage with 11-0 and a 727. Number 19 in local United States Eastern Division is Ghost ND 416 with a 16-0. Number 18, and I'm sorry, in a 727. Number 18 is Clint 7794 with a 17-1 and a 729. Number 17 is RJ 37 with a 27-2 and a 731. Number 16 is Quake Kick 53 with a 45-2 and a 731 as well. Number 15. Ooh, it's a new person. Cat Racho 7 Diaz with an 11-0 and a 731. Number 14 is Wicked Crazy Mo with a 13-0 and a 733. Number 13, Duda Ramos with a 13-1 and a 733. Number 12, Dark Josh, the 14-1 and a 734. Number 11, Trickster for Drunk with 11-0 and a 735. Number 10, Man of Steel with a 10-0 and a 736. Number 9, Junkhead 239 with a 16-0 and a 736. Number 8, Jacob 1510 with a 11-0 and a 736. Number 7 is Kitten with an 11-0 and a 737. Number 6, Nick with a 13-1 and a 740. Number 5 is Skull Sinister with an 11-0 and a 744. Number 4 is RT with a 10-0 and a 746. Number 3, Blue Dolphin in 05 with a 15-0 and a 746. Number 2 is Unsafe Moosey, and number 1 is Nestskill. And they have 12-0s and 749 interchangeably, so they are the number 1 and number 2 spots interchangeably. Hey, Hesse and Terrell. Yep. It's true. It's Raw's in Dayton this evening. My son-in-law is actually at that show. Hopefully he will have a wonderful time in there, and it looks like they're going to get kicked off with Raw in about 24 minutes. But I agree. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be really exciting. Thank you for the comment, though. I completely agree. Thank you for the wrestling update. I appreciate your wrestling updates. Alright, let's put the shield back up. BRB. Come on, BRB. There we go. Going on to the global bronze tier. The top 20 global bronze tier. Also, welcome to chat there, Hasim. Appreciate you. Alright, so number 20 globally in the bronze tier is Cat Racho 7 Diaz with a 11-0 and a 731. Number 19 is Wicked Crazy Mo with a 13-0 and a 733. Number 18, Duda Ramos with a 13-1 and a 733. Number 17, Dark Josh with a 14-1 and a 734. Number 16, Trickster for Drunk with 11-0 and a 735. Number 15, Man of Steel with a 10-0 and a 736. Number 14 is Junkhead 239 with a 16-0 and a 736, as well as number 13, Jacob 1510 with an 11-0 and a 736 as well. Number 12 is Kitten with an 11-0 and a 737. Number 11 is Nick with a 13-0 and a 740. Number 10, Alan Norris 1997 with a 13-0 and a 743. Number 9 is Skull Sinister with a 11-0 and a 744. Number 8, Matthias Haight with an 11-0 and a 745. Number 7, RT with a 10-0 and a 746. Number 6 is Bunny YLDRM with a 13-1 and a 746. Number 5 is Blue Dolphin 05 with a 15-0 and a 746 as well. Number 4 is Crypto Knight 97 with 11-0 and a 747. Number 3, El Muno 360 with an 11-0 and a 747. And number 2 and number 1 is Nestskill and Unsafe Moosey with a 12-0 and a 749. They're interchangeably number 1. In the bronze tier, globally, alright. Put up the shield. Dana. 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 Some more new names. More new names. New names across the board here. New names across the board. Here we go. Number 20 in the local United States Eastern Division Silver tier. Number 20 is Ben with a 21-0 and a 14.52. Number 19, Rick Splint with a 33-0 and a 14.54. Number 8 is Teen. Number 18 is Poncho Smash with a 25-0 and a 14.52. Number 17, GNR Fan with a 27-1 and a 14.54. Number 16, Face 11180 with a 28-1 and a 14.55. Number 15 is Last Resort 19 with a 30-2 and a 14.58. Number 14 is Fight Freak, a new name with a 20-1 and a 14.60. Number 13, Gaming Bros with a 16-2 and a 14.62. Number 12 is Squeaky Number 1 with a 20-0 and a 14.64. Number 11, Zerion with a new name with a 27-5 and a 14.67. Number 10, Dat Guy Manny with a 32-0 and a 14.69. Number 9 is Terminator 1 1991 with a 32-0 and a 14.70. Number 8 is Ice Dew with a 23-0 and a 14.79. Number 7, Felixer with a 20-0 and a 14.81. Number 6 is Dark GOP with a 23-0 and a 14.82. Number 5, Young Silk Champ with a 22-0 and a 14.86. Number 4 is Scuttlebug with a 21-0 and a 14.88. Number 3 is J Rest with a 25-0 and a 14.90. Number 2 is a new name, Burke with a 19-0 and a 14.92. And your number 1 local United States Eastern Division Silver tier Chomp Champ is Little Frog with a 21-1 and a 14.96. Now on to your global silver tier Chomp Champs, your global silver tier, so your top 20 globally in the silver tier. Alright, number 20 is Ben with a 21-0 and a 14.52. Number 19 is GNR Fan with a 27-1 and a 14.54. Number 18 is Face 11180 with a 28-1 and a 14.55. Number 17 is Last Resort 19 with a 30-2 and a 14.58. Number 16 is Grevin with a 26-2 and a 14.60. Number 15 is Fight Freak with a 20-1 and a 14.60. Number 14 is Gaming Bros with a 16-2 and a 14.62. Number 13 is Siamon with a 25-0 and a 14.63. Number 12 is Squeaky Number 1 with a 20-0 and a 14.64. Number 11 is Zerion with a 27-5 and a 14.67. Number 10 is Monodeath with a 25-1 and a 14.67. Number 9 is Dat Guy Manny with a 32-0 and a 14.69. Number 8 is Terminator 1 1991 with a 32-10 and a 14.70. Number 7 is Ice Dew with a 23-0 and a 14.79. Number 6 is Felixer with a 20-0 and a 14.81. Number 5 is Dark GOP with a 23-0 and a 14.82. Number 4 is Young Silk Champ with a 22-0 and a 14.86. Number 3 is Scuttlebug with a 21-0 and a 14.88. Number 2 is J Rest with a 25-0 and a 14.90. And your number 1 global Chomp Champ in the silver tier is still Little Frog with a 14.96. Alright, moving on to the local United States Eastern Division Gold tier. This is the first half, the first 3 divisions, the Gold tier. Bunch of new names in here, a bunch of new names. Exciting. Very exciting. Alright, top 20 gold tier local United States Eastern Division Chomp Champs. Number 20 is Still Corrupt with a 45-7 and a 15.32. Number 19, Baby Angel with a 59-8 and a 21.41. Number 18 is Retro B1 Up with a 35-4 and a 21.42. Number 17 is Slick Rick 314 with a 37-1 and a 21.50. Number 16 is Frontman Matt with a 43-10 and a 21.59. Number 15 is BBK 1RA with a 35-0 and a 21.59. Number 14 is Donut Glaze Me Bro with a 34-2 and a 21.61. Number 13 is Shin Dark Child with a 34-1 and a 21.71. Number 12 is Redacted with a 39-1 and a 21.73. Number 11 is Reaper of Love 23 with a 33-1 and a 21.76. Number 10 is Lightning MC with a 41-1 and a 21.77. Number 9 is D Money with a 43-0 and a 21.87. Number 8, Alex Q with a 31-1 and a 21.92. Number 7, Lucas with a 74-11 and a 21.93. Must have changed his name. I don't know. Number 6 is DSTYM with a 44-1 and a 21.94. Number 5, The Infamous One with a 34-4 and a 24.14. Number 4 is Waddy Wreck with a 30 and well. Number 4 is Waddy Wreck with a 30 and 0 and a 22-22. Number 3 is Juggalo Debo with a 36 and 1 and a 22-27. Number 2 is Mini Love 77 with a 45 and 7 and a 22-36. That's a new name. And your number 1 local United States Eastern Division Gold Tier Chomp Champ is the Monkey 420 with a 36 and 0 and a 22-41. Now on to the last the bottom 6 tiers, the global top 20 on the gold tiers, the gold tiers top 20 globally. Alright. Number 20 globally. In the top 20 global gold tier is Corrupt with a 45 and 7 and a 15-32. Number 19 Frontman Matt with a 43 and 10 and a 21-59. Also the 29-59 is BBK 1RA with a 34 and 0 in the 18th spot. Number 17 is Donut Glaze Me Bro with a 35 and 2 and a 21-61. Number 16 is Reese with a 33 and 1 and a 21-65. Number 15 Shin Dark Child with a 34 and 1 and a 21-71. Number 14, Redacted with a 39 and 1 and a 21-73. Number 13, Reaper of Love 23 with a 33 and 1 and a 21-76. Number 12, Lightning EMCEE with a 41 and 1 and a 21-77. Number 11, B Money with a 43 and 0 and a 21-87. Number 10 is Alex Q with a 31 and 1 and a 21-92. Number 9, Lucas with a 74 and 11 and a 21-93. Number 8 is JRG with a 33 and 1 and a 21-94. Number 7 is DSTYM with a 44 and 1 and a 21-94. Number 6 is KUKURUCHO with a 37 and 0 and a 21-98. Number 5 is the infamous one with a 34 and 4 and a 22-14. Number 4 is Waddy Wreck with a 30 and 0 and a 22-22. Number 3 is Juggalo Debo with a 36 and 1 and a 22-27. Number 2 is Mini Love 77 with a 45 and 7 and a 22-36. And your number 1 global Chomp Champ in the gold tier it's the Monkey 420 with a 36 and 0 and a 22-41. All right. Let's go ahead and call this possibly my final ranked game of this season. I mean, tomorrow I'll probably play one, but like, yeah, all my efforts are going to go into seeing if we can get Johnny up there in 18 hours. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. It's pretty impossible to do it, but you never know. If Johnny Monad could be number 20 on that board, but I said I'd settle for 100. But I would have to play like until the leaderboards start back, and then I wouldn't be able to play when the leaderboards start back. And then we also have to get prepped for Wednesday night, which is, Wednesday night is NWC 2024 launch. So like, it's rocking this week here at the Vid-Bits. Hopefully you're gonna enjoy it. I have nobody to prove anything to as far as with the Johnny Monad character. It's just a joke as a joke can be, and just to see if I could get up there. But I would have to put in 18 hours of real work to get him in 20th place. But I potentially could. It doesn't gain me anything, but it'd be funny. But it doesn't. I don't know if I could put in 18 hours of work to be funny, because then I couldn't do anything else that I had planned this evening. So it probably will not happen. But we'll see what we can do. At least want to get him top. I at least want to put him in the top 100 or top 50. I'll be happy if he's like, if I'm first in 100th or first in 50th. I don't have to be first and 20th this season. We have plenty of time to dork around with stuff like that in future seasons. But the most important thing to me is that I've worked hard, and we have 18 hours for everybody, 19 hours until that flips over. But we're number 1, baby. There we are, number 1. It's the Monkey. No, there we are. Number 1. 4,019 games. A 250,000 rating this season. So this is like the victory lap, pre-celebration, everything else. Tomorrow will be the big day, because tomorrow's the day that it switches over, and once it rolls over, 4 o'clock, we will be the champion of Season 1 of Pac-Man Megatonal Battle Chomp Champs. And that's not, it's not one of the champions, it's the champion, the Chomp Champ. And I'm so excited, guys. I'm thankful that everybody that continues to find us as the best kept secret here, and jumps into our streams and has been supportive and watched any of these games, and even for just a moment, just kind of even peeked at the game. Thank you so much for that. I wish more people would be supportive of it instead of being negative. It doesn't really do anything to be negative. We can have a lot of fun and enjoy ourselves and not have to be bringing each other down on the things that we enjoy. So I'm having to combat that with this. I'm also going to have to combat that with NWC 2024 because there's already people that are upset about what it isn't versus what it is, and it's a sad state where people have to spend more time being negative than trying to be happy and positive about stuff that people enjoy. So to that I say, to each their own, as long as you're hurting no one. But we're chomping away. It's pretty much the last hurrah for this season's leaderboards. That's why I'm going through them one more time. I'll go through them one more time tomorrow before the big reset, and that'll be the 12th episode of Chomp Champ. So there'll be 12 in the can as the model before we go into just giving everybody that's working hard in the game their dues as the fresh names appear every day, and it'll be great because even if it's a lot less names to scroll through, all the people that are there will be people that want to be there. And they'll be working harder to make a bigger name for themselves than they did this season, hopefully. And we've been watching a lot of the movement of these people, so I'm excited to see what people are going to do, what kind of moves they're going to make, how dedicated they're going to be to being the best in their division, if not the best in the world. And I'm excited for it. So I honor all the hard work that people are going to be putting in there and respect it. And may ever have good mazes and good laydowns and chomp some good ghosts. Nope, nobody in there. It's sad that I'll be able to get like everything but 2 trophies right now. Like, one trophy is that you got all the other trophies, so it doesn't really count. So really only one trophy will be preventing me from getting all of them, and that's where in elimination games you have to own 10 mazes. So you'd have to get in a bunch of lobbies with a bunch of people that are interconnected, and they'd have to like let you like own their mazes, and like you'd have to trade off because like they see the the computer people can't do it. They can't seem to do it. So just shy of 10 ranked games of 4,000 over the first session. Here's some more stats for us. If you're looking for stats based on how long we played, it's 200 and plus hours in the maze, but about 450 hours of content for the season. We've taped all of it and streamed all of it live to YouTube. We chomped a 2 million dots. 2 million dots. My highest score is almost 300,000, 290,000. Level 43 with another player. It's my highest score this season. We've lost 11,881 warps. To do the 100,000, you can just go back and forth and do it in probably a day or two. So that's why I haven't stressed about that. The main one is getting the ownership one. But yeah, there's our score, 257,477. It's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to end it with 777 in my score, and it actually happened perfectly. So I'm probably not going to play another ranked game this season. This is probably my last ranked game for the season. So anybody that's trying to catch up, let's do the math for you guys, shall we? Let's do the math one more time. Let's see if we can get people know how this game flows. So we got the difference of we're first. Let's go and show the next person. So 19 hours. So they got we have 257,477 rating. They have 172,356 rating. The difference is 85,121. If you divide 85,121 by the 75 points for a first place game, we are effectively 1,134 games ahead of the next person. They have 19 hours to beat a 1,134 games, which they will not. But if they try to, 1,134 games at a rate of about 12 games an hour is 94 hours. 94 hours divided by 24 hours in a day, and we are almost 4 days ahead still of the next closest person, and they have 19 hours to beat us. So, yep, that's what it is, guys. 94. If you take 19, so let's even do 94 hours ahead minus the 19 hours that they got. We are still 75 hours ahead, guys. We won Season 1 by 75 hours at least, if not 94 hours worth of time. That's how much time we were able to make it so the gap between the next highest person, and I'm very blessed and thankful for that. And so for when I say that we're champion of Season 1 before they crown the 19 hours, there's the math to let you know that statistically it's impossible for us to be capped. With that being said, we're going to go into the second half of the Energizer Hour and start to give credit to the Platinum tier. The Platinum tier is the tier that's right above Gold. So it goes Bronze, Silver, Platinum. Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum. So the Platinum tier Chomp Champs, the local United States Eastern Division, and it looks like we have a new name. We do. We have another new name. Let me take a drink of water here. All right. Number 20 in the local United States Eastern Division. Number 20 is TG Surge with a 42-2 and a 27.57. Number 19 is Crazy Thomas Fox with a 42-0 and a 27.66. Number 18 is Dat Sonic Boy with a 40-0 and a 27.81. Number 17 is Mythic Panda 1 with a 50-2 and a 28.17. Number 16 is I'm Shadowfall X with a 43-1 and a 28-20. Number 15 Quaalude Love with a 45-0 and a 28-31. Number 14 NSW with a 46-0 and a 28-39. Number 13 Da Bang Man 1988 with a 44-5 and a 28-41. Number 12 is Soul with a 51-1 and a 28-58. Number 11 is Fury with a 63-0 and a 28-59. Number 10 is L. Edgar 007 with a 64-10 and a 28-60. Number 9 Flawless Diamond with a 62-6 and a 28-93. Number 8 is Vanilla Rilla with a 43-0 and a 29-02. Number 7 is Ray Dupommel with a 44-2 and a 29-20. Number 6 is Pharaoh with a 12-15 with a 49-2 and a 29-22. Number 5 is Eduardo 57 with a 48-2 and a 29-22. Number 4 is Yankees Elite 3000 with a 45-0 and a 29-44. Number 3 is Lady T with a 50-1 and a 29-45. Number 2 is Onslaught Tree with a 46-0 and a 29-48. And your number 1 local United States Eastern Division Platinum tier Chomp Champ is Evangelica Nicole with a 43-1 and a 29-73. Going to the Platinum in the Global, top 20 Platinum globally. Number 20 in the Global Division, Platinum tier, is Soul with a 51-1 and a 28-58. Number 19, Fury with a 63-0 and a 28-59. Number 18, L. Edgar 007 with a 64-10 and a 28-60. Number 17, Piety Man with a 41-0 and a 28-62. Number 16, Danny Rogosic with a 44-0 and a 28-83. Number 15 is Flawless Diamond with a 62-6 and a 28-93. Number 14 is Vanilla Rilla with a 43-0 and a 29-02. Number 13 is AKI Tail 2D with a 40-0 and a 29-05. Number 12 is Ray Dupommel with a 44-2 and a 29-20. Number 11, Pharaoh 12-15 with a 49-2 and a 29-22. Number 10, Eduardo 57 with a 48-2 and a 29-22. Number 9, Yankees Elite 3000 with a 45-0 and a 29-44. Number 8, Lady T with a 50-1 and a 29.45. Number 7, Onslaught Tree with a 46-0 and a 29.48. Number 6 is Star Ghoul with a 49-2 and a 29.60. Number 5 is Matt with a 46-2 and 1 and a 29.61. Number 4 is George the Guzman with a 46-0 and a 29.69. Number 3 is Evangelical with a 43-1 and a 29.73. Number 2 is Wolf Elko with a 89-13 and a 29.94. And your number 1 global Chomp champ of the Platinum tier is Luigi Chivo with a 74-3 and a 29.99. Now for your Diamond Chomp Champs in the local United States Eastern Division. Diamond tier Chomp Champs in the local United States Eastern Division. Number 20, local United States Eastern Division Diamond tier is Raul Duke with a 66-0 and a 3,765. Number 19 is Bagels with a 63-1 and a 37.68. Number 18, Ryan with a 59-1 and a 37.76. Number 17, I'm King with a 59-1 and a 37.76 as well. Number 16, Matthew with a 58-0 and a 37.85. Number 15, DJ Black Magic with a 54-1 and a 37.87. Number 14, Rod Digga with a 57-4 and a 38.13. Number 13, Busta Blue 0052 with a 62-0 and a 38.31. Number 12 is Salty Baka 78 with a 93-15 and a 38.40. Number 11, Wildcat with a 54-1 and a 38.48. Number 10, Shelm 789 with a 109-3 and a 38.48. Number 9 is Fearless Reptile with a 51-0 and a 38.60. Number 8, Kiltow with a 70-5 and a 38.69. Number 7, Lefty with a 64-5-4 and a 38.74. Number 6 is Baby Ball with a 64-3 and a 38.92. Number 5 is Skillet with a 57-0 and a 39.10. Number 4 is Bam with a 56-2 and a 39.22. Number 3, Zero Cool WIV with a 62-1 and a 39.53. Number 2 is Diddy Daddy with a 56-0 and a 39.56. And your number 1 local United States Eastern Division Chomp champ in the Diamond tier is Sick Comedy 34 with a 61-0 and a 39.96. Finishing up with the tier that's right underneath the Chomp Champ tier itself, the Diamond tier, globally, here are your top 20 global Diamond tier Chomp Champs. Alright, number 20 globally in your Diamond tier, number 20 globally is Ryan with a 59-1 and a 37.76. Number 19, I'm Kings with a 59-1 and a 37.76 as well. Number 18, Matthew with a 58-0 and a 37.85. Number 17, DJ Black Magic with a 54-1 and a 37.87. Number 16 is Rod Digga with a 57-4 and a 38.13. Number 15, Busta Blue 0052 with a 62-0 and a 38.31. Number 14, Salty Baka 78 with a 93-15 and a 38.40. Number 13 is Wildcat with a 54-1 and a 38.48. Number 12, Shelm 789 with a 109-3 and a 38.48. Number 11 is Twisted Souls 202 with a 57-0 and a 38.57. Number 10 is Fearless Reptile with a 51-0 and a 38.60. Number 9, Kiltow with a 70-5 and a 38.69. Number 8 is Lefty with a 65-4 and a 38.74. Number 7 is Baby Ball with a 64-3 and a 38.92. Number 6 is Skillet with a 57-0 and a 39.10. Number 5 is Bam with a 56-2 and a 39.22. Number 4 is Arctic Monkey with a 67-2 and a 39.22 as well. Number 3 is Zero Cool WYV with a 62-1 and a 39.53. Number 2 is Diddy Daddy with a 56-0 and a 39.56. And your number 1 global time and tier Chomp champ is Sick Comedy 34 with a 61-0 and a 39.96. Alright, see what I can do here for you. ASMR as I get things set up for the. Well, that's a little up there. Okay. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Looking forward to seeing who competes next season for sure. Alright, as we get into the rest of the Energizer hour, you can see we're back here as our bud, seeing what we can do with him finishing up this season. He's got 104 matches under his belt. 18 hours, guys. 18 hours to go. That's 3/4 of a day to try to beat the Vid-Bits. Johnny Monad is doing his thing. What's he got going on? 157 in the local United States Eastern, and what does that say? 219 globally. Sweet. Let's go ahead and get some action in here with Johnny. As you know, this next to last episode of the season of the Energizer hour comes to a close. We got a couple games with Johnny going on. Get him ranked up a little bit more, and then we'll go through the Chomp Champ tiers in the local United States Eastern and global divisions as we do, and that'll be the end of the episode, guys. Hopefully you'll enjoy this one. And we got, like I said, one more recap tomorrow. If it's 18 hours from now, that means 18 hours from 8. So it rolled over at 8 o'clock. So 18 hours from 8. Do the math. So 14 hours. So 2 p.m. it looks like, if I'm doing the math correctly. Let's do the math. So 4 hours is midnight, and then 14 hours is, yeah. So 2 p.m. tomorrow, 2 p.m. EST is when I have as my cutoff. So we'll do Chomp Champs at 1 p.m. EST tomorrow, and it'll actually run up until when the leaderboards cut off. So we'll be able to time this right at the end, guys. So look forward to the last episode of, sorry, there's to be 2 episodes tomorrow. One tomorrow will be the night before, and then I'll do one in the evening that will reflect what's going on. So Alright, there's a dub. 153. Alright, those matches were a little lackluster, but it's all good. We don't have time to play one more right now. We got to do the rundown one more time of the top 20 Chomp champs in the local United States Eastern and Division and globally. Next to last time this season. Let's go ahead and pull up the. Oh no, let's go ahead and pull the shield up just so we can scroll through them and not show you all of them. Alright guys, like I said, you have 18 hours to go. 18 hours? That's cool that Johnny ended up at 151 in this episode. So the goal, the joke will be, how far can Johnny go in 17 and a half hours? I don't think it's mathematically possible to get in the top 20, to take a mouse's spot. Let's see where we're at. We have 7309. So, you know, mathematically, I don't know if we're eliminated. Let's check it out. Cancel. 7309. Let's check it out. I don't think it's possible. Alright, so we got 26,482 minus 7309 is 19,173. 19,173 divided by 75 is 255. It's impossible. 255 divided by 12. Yep, I'd have to play for 21 straight hours and I'm going to play 18. So it's all good. Let's look for a reasonable goal here. Reasonable goal. Reasonable. What do you think's reasonable to put Johnny at for this season? Reasonably. I mean, 50 would be let's do 50. 50 is 15,389. Let's see. That's even too much too. Let's do 100. I'm just gonna put him at number 100. We'll be number 1, and Johnny can be 100 or 101, something like that. 100 is Paragon Inertia. So there you go. So 98, 98.84. 98.84. 98.84 minus 7309, 2575, 2575 divided by 75. It's 34. Yeah, man. I can do that. 34, that's like 3 hours of play. I can put a 3-hour session, put Johnny at 100. Alright, let's go ahead and do the rundown since we've wasted enough of your time. That'll be the last Johnny session. I'll put him at number 100, make him break the top 100, and then that'll be that. So let's go ahead and put this up here. Alright. Okay, guys, here we go. Your next to last time of the season. The top 20 Chomp champs of the local United States Eastern Division. Number 20 is a mouse with a 373 and 1 and a 26,482. Number 19, a Game Ninja with 125 and 4 and a 26,561. Number 18, a Bishaw with a 415 and 12 and a 27,443. Number 17, David Dow 00 with a 420 and 0 and a 39,48. Number 16, Sears Days with a 466 and 1 and a 31,680. Number 15 is Nello with a 49 and 1 and a 35,446. Number 14, Space with a 551 and 0 and a 35,999. Number 13, Shiba Inu with a 597 and 11 and a 36,476. Number come on, guy. Number 12 is Kelly with a 580 and 2 and a 39,477. Number 11, Sinister Sins with a 721 and 43 and a 44,473. Number 10 is Mothership with a 696 and 4 and a 48,419. Number 9 is Daddy Mark with an 833 and 26 and a 55,917. Number 8, Sam Hain Witch with an 825 and 4 and a 56,122. They're trying so hard to get on that splash screen and knock off Kofi YT with a number 7th place with a 830 and 0 and a 61,763. Number 6 is Shanimal with a 1,024 and 4 and a 68,550. Number 5, Wubsy with a 1272 and 1 and a 71,777. Number 4 is Darkside 214 with a 1119 and 2 and a 80,056. Number 3, Try Again with a 2469 and 31 and a 169,246. Number 2, Dark Shadow with a 2433 and 22 and a 172,356. And we are number 1 with a 4020 and 34 and a 257 and 477. Now, your top 20 in the world globally, the top 20, the next to last day, 18 hours of Chomp Champs Season 1. Top 20 in the world is number 20, Shiba Inu with a 597 and 11 and a 36,476. Number 19, Eve Branch with a 548 and 7 and a 37,509. Number 18 is Kelly with a 580 and 2 and a 39,477. Number 7, Sinister Sins with a 721 and 43 and a 44,473. Number 16 is Pikissimo with a 696 and 9 and a 46,630. Number 15, Nowhere Man 66 with a 688 and 4 and a 47,561. Number 14 is Lucifer Heaven with a 666 and 0 and a 48,193. Kind of think that's intentional. Number 13 is Mothership with a 696 and 4 and a 48,419. Number 12 is Abigadora Sadab 007 with a 767 and 8 and a 54,361. Number 11, Daddy Mark with an 833 and 26 and a 55,917. And now your top 10 global Chomp Champs of Season 1. Number 10 globally is Samhain Witch with an 825 and 4 and a 56,122. Number 9, Kopi YT with an 830 and 0 and a 61,763. Number 8, Shanimal with a 1,024 and 4 and a 68,550. Number 7 is Wubsy with a 1,272 and 1 and a 71,777. Number 6 is Stammy with a 1,110 and 3 and a 79,676. Number 5 is Darkside 214 with a 1,119 and 2 and an 80,056. Number 4, Mint Daddy Pig with a 1,704 and 6 and a 123,457. Number 3 is Try Again with a 2,469 and 31 and a 169,246. Number 2 is Dark Shadow with a 2,433 and 22 and 172,356. And your number 1 global champion of Season 1 with 18 hours to go to be dethroned is the Vid-Bits with a 4,020 and 34 win-loss record with a 250,000, which is 257,000 in this case, and 477 rating points. We have over a 250,000. We are the number 1. We are the local United States Eastern Division champion. We are the United States champion. We are the global champion. We have the most money in the game. We have the highest amount of ratings in the ranked category, and we did it by about 4 days ahead of the highest number person behind us. We are also Johnny Monad 777, ranking up globally and locally. Locally, we are 151, and globally we are 212, and we'll try to be within the top 100 of both of those before the season ranks out in 18 hours. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed Season 1. We have just a little bit under 18 hours left to go to maintain our spot as the Vid-Bits, and we're flashing the banner one more time. Woo, the Vid-Bits. And yeah, like I said, less than 18 hours for us to be dethroned, but at a 250,000 rating, I just don't see it happening because it's impossible. Statistically, they would have to play, and mathematically, they would have to play for every hour of every moment for 4 days, and they can't because they have 18 hours to do so. So, like I said, this has been Brian from the Vid-Bits, aka Pops from Pops Plays, or as you can see, Johnny Monad 777 for another episode of Pac-Man Megatunnel Battle Chomp Champs Energizer Hour, and I hope that you've enjoyed it, and we will see you on the next one, as everybody has less than 18 hours to make their moves, guys. Congratulations to everybody, and we'll show one more time the next to last time on this season. Thanks so much to everybody in all of their different categories. Nestgill, Little Frog, It's the Monkey 420, Evangela Nicole, Sick Comedy 34, and myself for the Eastern Divisions. And then globally, we have our Nestgill, Little Frog, It's the Monkey 420, Luigi Chivo in the Platinum, 6 Comedy 34, and us in the Chomp Champs. So thank you very much from all of us. I'm saying thank you from them as well, but thank you for everybody that's been competing in Season 1 for Pac-Man Megatunnel Battle Chomp Champs. You guys have less than 18 hours. Make your moves, man. See what we get. We have one more to go. And we will see you for the final sign-off for Season 1 tomorrow. Around 1 p.m. EST will be Chomp Champs Megatunnel Battle Chomp Champs Energizer Hour. Before then, stay tuned for random Johnny appearances as we see if we can lock him into the top 100 globally and locally before the season's over. Thank you very much. Brian from the Vid-Bits, aka Pops from Pops Plays, and Johnny Monad 777. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Gotta double my points. Can I do it, guys? Can I double my points?